I am native to the Americas, where I am distributed from Mexico to Argentina. Some of my species are known as ornamental plants, cultivated for their large, colorful flowers. I am the genus bellflower.
If you had the opportunity to do something uncommon for one day, what would it be? For me, I would probably try to be a magician. That's just my thoughts. We all have those sometimes. Hello friends, I am Lorene Ward and it is my distinct pleasure to be your host on another amazing journey of Homestretch Magazine. Make yourself comfy because we have a few exciting events on this week's show. During the Easter season, it has become a tradition to make Easter hats. This is where you are allowed to be creative. The completed hat should reflect your personal uniqueness and creativity. Ravi Murabir joins with Andrea Bryan Gardiner as they show us how easy it is to make these hats.
With me is Andrea Bryan Gardiner, and she is going to be showing us how to make 2 Easter hats. Yes, that's right, 2. So, one for the child and one for the parent. So if this is the kind of thing you're interested in, you know, stick around and let's see what she's going to be making for us.
Hi Ravi, hello Guyana, and thank you so much for having me on the program today. Now we know that there are lots of hat shows around Guyana, sometimes at schools, there's the annual one in the promenade gardens, and you always want to be decked out with, you know, a hat. And most times people make their own hats, and I know now you could even buy one, but it's very easy to do yourself if you have a glue gun or maybe some super glue, crazy glue, anything like that can work, and a plain hat. So today I'm going to be making 2 hats. One for adults and one for a child. I'm sorry I didn't make any male hats, but perhaps you can wear this bunny hat here. This is made with you want to try it on?
No, thanks.
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
I'm good.
Well, we can spoil for today. Now you know this bunny hat looks cute on it. All right.
I don't think it's my color.
Oh my, yeah, the pink and purple glitter might not, you know, might not work.
Might not be my thing.
Yeah, but there are hats for boys as well that could be made with like Easter eggs or maybe some sort of superhero hat. But today we're focusing on the girls, something with flowers and Eastery, and Easter is also synonymous with eggs and bunnies. I guess that has to do with fertility and the whole history behind the pagan observances of Easter. But
yep.
Of course, this is just for fun, and I'm sure that our Guyanese people at home are going to have fun making their own hats too.
So a parent looking at this could make one before going out on the seawater to fly that kite or something.
Of course. Well, hopefully the hat wouldn't fly away with the kite, but you could always attach a string to it and maybe you have a hat kite too.
All right.
But usually you could start with a ribbon for the base of the hat. Let me give you a piece. This is an adhesive glitter strip. Let's see.
So we're going to put the ribbon around this as well?
Yeah, just measure, tear, and then strip out the adhesive. And if it doesn't stick, you have your trusty glue gun to help you along. Let me put some glue just to reinforce it. We're going to be sharing this glue gun today.
Alright. Here we go.
Let me see.
I think you should start from one end.
Yeah, man. Like you gotta practice doing this hat making.
Well, actually, we're going kind of bend here, but we're gonna try bringing it around.
It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, I think yours is better than mine. Let me put some glue there. All right, and you can have flowers at home that maybe last year's bouquet. You don't need it anymore. Instead of going out to buy more flowers to decorate, just pull off from a bunch. Oh, and this hat that I'm wearing, it was actually in competition last year when there was the in a wheel hat show, and I got 2nd place. I just made a rose out of deco mesh or the Christmas mesh, and just, you know.
So you're recycling all the time.
Exactly, and I believe in reusing and recycling because instead of throwing things away that you might not use, you could create something new.
But don't go taking your mother flowers and, you know, trying to make a hat.
Well, ask permission first.
Yes, ask permission.
Good. So it's good to add some flowers.
So how are we going to do this? How we're going to...
Well,
any
symmetry
order?
is always more pleasing to the eye. So what you do on one side, you do on the other side. So maybe like one here, and then we fill in the middle. I'm going to do some orchids.
So, let's see where we're going to put this.
And the thing is, I prefer not to do too much. I think less is more.
Less is more.
Yes, it looks more elegant if you don't crowd it too much. Well, we're trying for a little elegance over this one. So that is one side here. This would look cute on a child. And then for another hat, let's pretend this is a plain hat again. We can even do a little nest with some chickens on top. And I think that's a wrap for us.
That's it.
Yes, this is the front of this one. Imagine that the straw and the chicken was another hat, but this can be one hat.
And then you have a different
This can be
design.
another hat. You can put eggs and all kind of different things on top of it.
Not real eggs, but you know, those fake eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have this one here. Done by me. My first design. I think it looks
I think you
looks
did a
good.
great job. I think you did a better job than I did. So I did a great job teaching you.
Yes,
so.
yes, yes. You're a wonderful teacher.
Thank you very much.
Next year, this can be the perfect project for parents to bond with their children and just have some fun. Guyana is poised to be the ultimate wedding destination of the Caribbean. Today, we will be witnessing the high point of the year for a team that's working very hard for the world to recognize this destination.
The 10th edition of Wedding Expo decorated the lawns of Duke Lodge over the weekend. Over the years, the expo has become well anticipated for couples intending to tie the knot, this year being no different. The opening ceremony was graced by the Inter-American Development Bank country representative, Sophie Makinen.
It's about bringing all these businesses, and most of them small businesses, and so I think you could in books call them micro businesses, but micro does not mean they're not important. Absolutely not. They are also part of the motor of the economy. And really, this I have to compliment Jerry and your colleagues to really having this effort. 10 years is consistency, and consistency is part of success.
The Expo team has always envisioned Guyana as the perfect wedding destination and has worked from expo to make it easier for non-nationals to have this once-in-a-lifetime experience.
This Wedding Expo is opening up an entire new opportunity for tourism in Guyana. Wedding tourism, destination tourism. People leave and go to Jamaica to get married. People leave and go to the Dominican Republic to get married. And those countries are beautiful, but Guyana is amazing. Could you imagine getting married at Kaituro Falls? Could you imagine getting married at Orinduk and in the Rupununi and at Arrow Point and Baganara? This country is amazing, and young Guyanese that live all over the world would love to be able to come back home and get married. So when this Wedding Expo started, we used the platform of the Wedding Expo to urge the government to change the arcade legislation that says people have to live here for 2 weeks before they get married. And we said modernize it the way Jamaica did and St. Lucia did and the Dominican Republic did. And I must tell you, in the last 2 years, the government of Guyana have done tremendous work in advancing that cause, and we are very, very pleased.
From chauffeur services and cocktail bars to decorators and makeup options, there were many booths to visit and inquire about. Another exciting element of this event is the wedding ceremony for the winners of Race to the Altar. This year it was Colin and Ashley joining hands in marriage. Every night, patrons collected information
took part in promotions, and seized every opportunity to be entertained by fashion shows and dynamics task troupe as they perused booths at Wedding Expo 2018.
Wedding Expo has become a must-see for everyone, whether you're getting married or not. The level of displays by small and micro businesses was quite impressive. Now I can't wait for next year's Expo. Now for the final treat before we wrap things up. When you hear the word regatta during Easter time, what comes to mind? Yes, I agree. Family, adventure, boat racing, fun, and the list goes on. Well, all that and more is what this year's annual Bartica Easter Regatta was about. Have a look.
Located 50 miles upstream at the confluence of the Essequibo and Cuyuna rivers is the gateway to the interior, Bartica. This mining town is known for its mineral wealth, tourist sites, and along with historical sites, just to name a few. But this feature will focus on its annual showpiece, the Easter Regatta. Bartica Regatta is one of the many events Guyanese look forward to each year. People from all parts of the country journeyed to the beautiful town for the family-oriented festival. The Miss Bartica Regatta pageant and regatta racing competition were the many activities. Let's begin with the Miss Bartica Regatta pageant that was held at the Bartica Community Center ground, where second runner-up went to Keisha Caesar, first runner-up Kisharel Payne, and Ariane Richmond was crowned Miss Bartica Regatta 2018. Ariane Richmond also won Best Top Model, Best Gown, Miss Intelligence, Miss Body Beautiful, and Miss Multimedia, followed by delegate number 6, Kisharel Payne, who copped Best Talent and Best Costume, while Miss Congeniality went to delegate number 8, Tia Rugby. The competition saw 8 beautiful and confident young ladies competing in talent, swimwear, and evening gown segment of the competition. They were judged for confidence, smile, display, stage presentation, and elegance and grace, before the lady who won the nod from the judges and stole the hearts of the audience was announced.
Getting loud, can taste it now. Shouts of joy, jubilation sound. Nations raise their voice, the elders bow, angels cry. Holy, wasn't it meant to come?
The time has come for my dreams to be heard. They will not be pushed aside and turned into your own, all 'cause you won't listen. Loving you is more than just a dream come true, and everything that I do.
Congratulations to the new queen and all the other delegates who made this year's pageant possible. Now for the final event, the regatta racing and beach party that took place at Golden Beach, 3rd Avenue. People from all walks of life gathered at Golden Beach not only to have a fun time, but to also support the annual powerboat racing competition, which is seen as one of the major activities each year.
This boat is in 5th place right now, the boat is in the pavilion, and the other boat, looks like Puronic. also in the race. And here comes Jose Jardine for lap number 2. Lap number 2. 1 lap to go, Jose Jardine. 1 lap to go. What is going to be right now in the big center? Followed by Sugar and John Roy is in the middle. Come on, come in the lead.
This regatta is very awesome. I see they do up the beach nice, put on the rail and so. It's wonderful, I like the event.
Yes, I see enough people come out and support. I like it. Nice girls, things, yeah, I just like it.
After a fun-filled day of spending time with family and friends and enjoying the boat racing competition, the day came to a close with winners from each category being awarded with their cash prizes and trophies.
Now you're wishing you were there, aren't you? Well, for those of you that attended, I'm sure you can admit it was fantastic. As for my cameraman Victor Van Viel and I, we surely had fun, and we hope you join the excitement next year. At this time, we have brought the program to an end, and we urge you to like our Homestretch Magazine Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and join us next time for another amazing journey of Homestretch Magazine as we explore Guyana's talented people, beautiful places, and exciting events. I am Lorraine Ward. Thank you for joining us. Have a great week.